What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Unkept Secrets. I'm Kash. This is my beautiful fiance, Bry.
Hi.
And today we're here to help you determine what kind of relationship do you really want in your life at this stage, or should you be in a relationship? Period. Are you ready for that?
Are you?
You know, because we're human, we need love, and nobody want to die alone.
Don't you do it.
You know what I mean? So that's why you got us. So while you watch the intro, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel.
Please. It's free 99.
She loves me, she loves me not. She loves me, that's what I thought. A penny for your thoughts, a nickel for your kiss. Grab a dandelion and make a wish. She loves me, she loves me not. She loves me, that's what I thought. Diamonds in the eyes, gold in the heart. Face like a Da Vinci, her body's a work of art. Got a nigga motivated, she puts me like a shopping cart.
Hey guys, so today we're going to be helping you figure out what you want in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right, baby?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people, you know, they don't even really know what they want in a relationship at this stage in their life.
Nope.
And that's how it start off on the wrong foot. Start off also always a recipe for destruction. When you know that you shouldn't be in a relationship, maybe you don't got your life together. You know you're not in the right frame of mind.
That means you're supposed to figure out you.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, you got.
Because that when you start off, it was already. If you ain't got a home, you're looking for a partner. You don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want to do that.
Yeah, you not.
That will lead to you dying alone.
Exactly. You got a young kid. You know, maybe you might have a young kid, and you not ready to put that attention into somebody else. So you know.
That's a healthy. That's a green flag, though. There's different stages to figuring out yourself before you get into a relationship.
Yeah.
I feel like there's like a personal time you could take. That's a green flag. That it means you're focusing on your alone time and finding you, because you have to ultimately take the time to find you.
Yeah, that's the first stage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, find you.
Find who you are. Understand where you're at in your stage in life, and how much energy you're ready to put into somebody else,
and fixing yourself for somebody else and for you, because you know what, you can't change for anybody. Actually, you change for you.
Exactly. And if you're already at that stage where you know you got everything together, you feel like you're in the right state of mind, you know, right place in life. Now you want to go out and date and look for that person. Do you even really know what type of relationship you're looking for? There's so many type of relationships. Are you looking for a long-term relationship? Are you looking for, you know, a short-term relationship, a situationship, somebody to just go hang out with, and you have no real intentions of, you know, getting married?
Understanding where you're at in life, pretty much.
Yeah.
Understanding like the time period that you're in, because if you're in that stage where you feel confident to go find somebody, then you need to, you know, be real with yourself and them on what that relationship is.
Yeah, that's number one thing, man.
Yeah.
You got to be real with yourself on what you really want. Like, if you really don't want to, you know, really commit to somebody and be on some, we get married in the short term.
Or you're my girlfriend, but you're not really my girlfriend because I'm going to go do me type thing.
Yeah.
And
you know what I'm saying? And you just like, all right, lead this person knowing this person's in a different lane than where you're at in your relationship, in the stage of your relationship life, or whatever you want to call it. And they're like, I'm trying to look for a wife or a husband. And you're like, I'm not really trying to be all that. I just want to go to the movies, go out to get something to eat, have somebody to go kick it with, and you guys on the wrong page. That's gonna always end up into like
a turmoil, cause turmoil.
Yeah,
end up wrong.
Yeah, somebody's heart's probably gonna get broken.
Yeah.
In that situation. So that's what I'm saying about knowing.
You got to be open about your like what your values are. Like what kind of open up about you. Kind of like drop little hints on where you're at. I think in the beginning. Cause like what are you? I don't know.
Yeah, because people like they don't really always communicate these type of things. Like if people communicated these things early on, it'd probably you know,
you never know.
Have a happier ending. You know what I'm saying?
But half the time they're probably down with it too. But then if you're like selling a dream, they're gonna fall for that dream, especially if you're good at selling the dream. Because some people be good at selling the dream.
Yes, so you have to want to be honest and upfront about what you do, what you like, and what you want out of your partner. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not honest with yourself or with your partner, like anytime you're honest upfront you're gonna find the person that's into what you're into.
You're gonna attract that energy because if you're being open and honest, people are gonna start to attract open and honest people. Mm-hmm. Or someone's gonna eventually be, you know what, I'm curious to try what this you're offering, and I fuck with you hard. Mm-hmm. So they're gonna be most likely willing to explore that option, and it could work. You know what I mean? Like I brought you into something different, and you ultimately like opened up to it and tried it.
Yeah, like if you have something that's real important to you, and you really need this out of a partner, and you never expressed this to the person you got into it with, you got your relationship with, and then later on expanded into something bigger, and now this itch and this urge inside of you to do these certain things. Yeah. And you can't really express. You're scared to express this to the person at this time because you don't know how they're gonna react.
I feel like that's the end of a lot of relationships. I feel like people find themselves like later in marriage. Like a lot of people come out later in life. They like have kids. They come out later in life, and their wives are left like, "What the hell?" Yeah, I feel like it. I don't know.
Yeah, you can't. You gotta eventually, no matter what it is, if you be upfront with people, the person that's not with it is gonna be like, you know what? Nah, that's not for me. They gonna exit.
You gotta give them the choice. I feel like you gotta give them respect too. Like kind of give them the choice to know and like see if they're willing to leave for it or if it's something they're willing to tolerate. And then like if you, but then I mean like it could go wrong too because if you're open and honest, and what if they're like, dang. Like
so what? You're not. There's no real attachment to them. You know what I'm saying? There's you know, it'd be easy to step away from them and be like, you know what, next. You know, I'm not dealing with this. Rather than later on when it's like emotional attachments. Yeah. Maybe some kids got involved.
Yeah, for sure.
Now all of a sudden you find out that the person you're with, like Lady Boys or something like that. You know,
my God, you can't say that. We're gonna get canceled. No, cut.
No, Lady Boys is a real thing. It's not.
I know it is.
But you know that the person might like to go cross dress or something, you know, like whatever it might be, or you know, the person, it could be anything, you know, that a person automatically sprung on you and you never saw it coming.
Yeah.
So that's the most important thing. Be honest with yourself. Like I said, especially if you know there's something that's real important to you in your life, and you might not be able to live without it. You know, you gotta express that to these people real early on.
Yeah.
You know, and then also it comes to, do you want to be? Are you really ready to be in a monogamous relationship?
Right.
Do you want? That's what I said.
I feel like there's stages when you're figuring yourself out and what you want in a relationship. I feel like if you go through like a dark time, you kind of need to take some space. Or even if you just had like a really crappy partner or breakup, you have to take alone time and take that time to get like go through the stages of like, first you have to sit there with yourself, see where you could have went wrong in the relationship, even if you didn't necessarily do the wrong thing in the relation to end of the relationship, because at some point there were red flags on the way that allowed you to ignore it most of the time. So then you have to sit and think about what you want from a person. Like, what's your ideal person, and what can you do to find that ideal person?
Yeah.
Like, are you healed enough to like have like healthy communication, or like if somebody came in with a good communication, you have to be able to like take that good communication. You have to understand the healthy arguing habits and the healthy, like, I don't know, you got to be a team, a partner, and some people aren't healed enough to do that yet.
Yeah, and also, you know, when you do figure these things out, when you do figure out the attributes and the different tangibles that you want the person to have, you're probably not gonna get them all.
No, yeah, you have to be realistic. Like your dream part, like the dream. Well, the dream man does exist because you are on paper my dream man. But I feel like you have to be willing to negotiate and compromise. Like there's a lot of things that annoy me about you. You definitely gave me the ick quite a few times, but you have to be willing to be like, you know, I nobody's perfect and things can be fixed most of the time. And understanding that you probably have things that they're not necessarily amazed about all the time.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You know, don't be out there looking for perfection. Don't be looking for,
because sometimes opposites attract. Everything what you think you wanted could be the wrong thing, because obviously it got you nowhere. Sometimes you find the complete opposite of what you thought you needed, and it just works out. You have to be willing to accept change in that aspect too.
Yeah, and another thing too is timing. You know, like you might
where
find
are you at in life? Yeah.
Not only where you at in life, you might be like, where you at on this side of the world? You know what I'm saying?
What?
Like,
No,
or this
I
side,
don't know.
this
I
side
don't
of
believe
this
in
side.
long distance.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, are you? You might meet somebody, have a good time, and they might have to move somewhere for work.
That'd be horrible. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm like extreme. I'm like 0 to 1,000. So, I mean, if we meet and I'm in love with you and all of a sudden you got to move, we out here, baby.
Timing is a big thing, man. You could be real close with a person, click and connect with a person.
Yeah.
And something happened at this time and
that
make it a little tough.
You're right, because I get that. We went through that situation. Timing was a big issue with our love story until it was the perfect time. Sometimes you have to, that's a good point. Because there was a lot of like green flags and red flags in our relationship, but like I knew when to distance myself from you and when to kind of reconnect with you.
Yeah.
Like if it is timing issue, I feel like people will tolerate somebody and allow them to like do them dirty for like years before they get into a relationship with them. And I'm like, I don't think that's healthy. But I don't. It was, you know what I mean?
But at the same time, like I think
some people are worth waiting for though.
I think any other time in my life, maybe earlier, we wouldn't have had the same relationship that we had.
No, that's what I'm saying. If we would have met a day sooner, then you know what? In a deep way, seriously, because like you have to go through things. Like stages in life taught me how to be with you, be ready for you.
Yeah.
You have to know who to be patient for, and like people go searching for relationships all the freaking time, and useless relationships instead of just being patient and like building yourself and going through certain things in life to mature, and then eventually it comes to you. When you're healed, you bring healed people.
You know, how do you feel like dating with kids? You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know,
how the kids, like if you do have kids, how the kids enter this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate when people say people with one kid. Like if you have one kid, I see it. It's okay.
One kid is like no kids in the children land.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is, if you want to say, you know, I don't want. If you got one kid under, you can say you don't want. I understand. You can say anybody can say it, but I understand why you could say I want somebody without kids. Then you got you got one kid or less.
I never understood that saying though. You know what? Because quite honestly, why would you want to date somebody without kids if you have kids? Because it just never made sense to me. How can you be a parent and then not want to date someone with kids? I can understand the whole baby mom drama issue, but they will never understand the sacrifice that it is that you're doing every day. Because people without kids operate on a different time than a parent does. I've never understood why someone would date someone without kids.
I can understand it. You know what I'm saying? I can understand it because, you know, you might not work. Like, I give you that right. You got one kid, like I said, I give you a pass. To say one kid under, I give you a pass. So, you know, I want to date somebody without kids. I can take that as understandable. But once you get to like 2 kids and you talk about I don't want to be with anybody with no kids, like I don't know. I feel the type of way about that. I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Okay. I mean, you're entitled to your feelings, in fact.
Yeah, that's why I draw the line.
She loves me. She loves me not. She loves me. That's what I thought. A penny for your thoughts, a nickel for your kiss. Grab a dandelion and make a wish. She loves me. She loves me not. She loves me. That's what I thought.